So the book is just, it's a long book. It's 120,000 words about. It's a long old book just basically exploring
120,000 words.
Yeah. So that's like one of the middle Harry Potter's, a big one.
And it's published.
It's proper published.
And they can find us in Waterstones.
Waterstones, foils,
WH Smith?
But I don't know. Probably. I mean, yeah, you'll probably have to Google it. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes & Noble if you're from America. It's on, like, Apple Books, just anywhere where there's books.
I just have a quick question. This is all from your head?
Yeah,
This isn't Chat GPT. This isn't DeepSeek. This is no internet.
No. You can tell reading it. If Chat GPT would create something a lot better than that. I mean, the second book I've already written 137,000 words, and that was just in a year. They just,
These words are flowing.
On drama, obviously graduated.
No. I literally about midway through the first year went, I'm terrible at this. This is not good. So I then went, I'll do biology.
Yeah.
And then after that I did teaching, and then obviously medicine. So I've done a bit of everything. My dad fell off a roof while I was teaching. He was in hospital, and then when I came to visit him one day, some guy in the bed next to him had real severe dementia, didn't really know what was going on, and he turned to me and he just went, "Oh doctor, what time is it?" So when I told him the time, and I went, "Actually, being a doctor could be quite easy. I might give this a go." I might give this a go. Yeah, so I thought, I can do it. I know the time. I'm sorted. I'm halfway there.
Have you ever seen that guy since?
No.
Just a random guy.
Yeah, just some random guy. Yeah, but then I jumped into that.
He's not gonna remember it now, is he?
Yeah, true. To your dog.
My first week as medicine, they took me into a room and it was full of just dead bodies. First time I'd seen a dead body before, and they would just cut them open, do stuff like that. And I remember I fainted. And by the end of it, I was slicing through ribs. I was fine, really. Yeah, I was ripping a man's heart out of his chest. By the end of it, I was fine.
How big is the heart?
It's about that big. Yeah, it's like a fist. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Allow Bruh podcast. On today's episode, we have a special guest. We have a published author by the name of...
Hello, by Daniel Goy.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast, Danny. Danny or Daniel?
Well, it's Daniel if I want to sound professional, which is why that's on the book, but it's Danny. That's what people call me.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was just about to say this is a special one because we haven't seen each other for a while.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of people a lot of people know about that one.
Yeah, literally.
So these two are
we grew up best friends.
Yeah, we're inseparable.
So obviously you know that I'm from London, but we both kind of went on the same caravan site for years.
Yeah, so all summer, any literally. Weekend.
So that Kent technically was a second.
Like from the in-betweeners.
So. Exactly like the
basically. Yeah.
Someone's Jay.
Nah, Mitchell was Jay, isn't it? But it's a special.
Hold tight, Mitch.
Yeah, literally. Thank you for coming down. Appreciate it.
Oh, of course. And miss this.
Yeah, you've obviously came down today to talk about something massive.
Yeah, a book.
I have it right in front of me.
The cameras.
Daniel Goy, Time Travel 101, Intro to Eternity.
But the thing is, I don't feel like you get proper boxers on, people who have done actual exciting things. All I've done is just.
This is exciting. No. This is exciting. We had an author on, I believe, last week or the week before.
Adrian Redmond.
Shout out Adrian.
Adrian Redmond.
And here's an author too, actually. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I when I was watching his episode, a lot of things resonated with me. What he was saying,
that's why I said, even when we was outside, it would have been nice if you two could have met.
Yeah, definitely.
You two could have kind of spoke about things of being an author, 2 different books that have been written. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It would have been special. Maybe one day we could get you both on again the same day. Sure. Do you know what I mean? So
tell me about the book, Daniel.
So the book is just... It's a long book. It's 120,000 words about. It's a long old book just basically exploring
120,000 words.
Yeah. So that's one of the middle Harry Potter's, a big one.
Yeah, there's nearly 500 pages.
Yeah, it's a long book.
And we complain about 3,000 word essays at uni.
Yeah, so that's kind of just me left alone with a computer, just allowed to just write whatever I want, and that's what comes out.
I don't want to give too much away about the book.
Sure.
However, this is your first book you published. First ever book.
First ever book I've written, first ever book I've published. Yeah.
Can you give me a bit of intel, just a small intel?
Okay, so the story
about the book.
Okay, so the story is mostly explores fear in loads of different ways, and it's about a character called Jack Phoenix, and he.
A fictional character.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So a completely fictional character.
No one inside your head.
No,
It's probably written about me.
Every book, I feel like every fictional book is basically just the author. I mean, they're the person who has to write every single character, so they're writing it. Every character is going to be part of their own experience. So of course, like I can't write a book and say nothing's like based on me because I wrote it. Of course, it's going to be like mostly the things I think, mostly the opinions I have, most of the experience, all based on that. So yeah, every single character, even the villains, even the characters you're not going to like, are all based on parts of me. Absolutely. So yeah.
And there's 120,000 words.
It's a long one.
I just have a quick question. This is all from your head.
Yeah,
This isn't Chat GPT. This isn't DeepSeek. This is no internet.
No. You could tell reading it. If you Chat GPT would create something a lot better than that.
So why I find this crazy and interesting is that how old are you?
29.
29.
Yeah.
Just turned.
29-year-old.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
A 29-year-old has 120,000 words.
Yeah.
Which he's put into this book here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you.
That's crazy, no?
Clap up.
I mean,
and it's published.
Yeah, it's proper published.
And they can find us in
Waterstones, foils,
WH Smith.
But yeah, I don't know. Probably. I mean, yeah, you'll probably have to Google it. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Noble if you're from America. It's on like Apple Books, just anywhere where there's books, basically.
We have American viewers, so yeah, hopefully they can find it.
Go Barnes and Noble,
just across the water. This is amazing.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to write it?
So the first time I ever started writing this book, I was 11 years old.
No, yeah. What? No, this is what I was going to say. Let's rewind time a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Let's run it back.
Obviously, I know a little bit about, obviously we have history.
Yeah.
But obviously for Jess, that's just met you and the audience. Let them know what made you want to write a book, even from 11 years old. Like, who has it in their head? When I'm 11, I'm just gonna start writing a book.
Exactly. So when you were with me when I was a kid, I was always like had a book under my arm, was always reading it. Mostly because I found out that if I do that when I'm like at a restaurant or something, people can't have a go at me. They're going, "Oh, he's just reading a book." Like I'm just not engaging. I'm basically the same as being on my phone. Just I found being on my book or reading a book, I won't get in trouble. People go, "Oh look, he's reading a book. That's good." So I got away with that.
Do you know what I mean about smart? He knows the tricks, isn't it?
So then, and I started reading some books. I was like, "Oh, books aren't just like stuff you do in school. Aren't just boring stuff. They can actually be fun and interesting." And so then I thought, well, I could just start writing some words and then see where it goes. And 120,000 words later, that's what you end up with.
That's amazing. So this book took you the best part of 17 years.
About that, yeah. So it was like one of those things where I started writing some stuff. I mean, it doesn't bear any resemblance to the book I first started writing when I was 11 years old. Like, because with it, I just wrote it and then I just rewrote it until it was just something completely different. And each time it got slightly better until eventually I went, okay, this is good enough now for me to send off to some publishers, some literary agents and try and get this out there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
so when did you finish the book?
I finished... Well, see, I was writing it up until the last second that I could, which was only a few months ago. No. I mean, if I was allowed, I would still be writing that book for the next 20 years. Every time, like, I would just rewrite a little bit.
Is there a chance of a sequel?
Oh, I've got to write 5 books. I'm contracted to write 5, one a year. I'm just started number 3.
Nah.
What?
Nah, you should be proud.
Thank you. So number 2 is with the publishers now. They're looking through it, and then they're going to send back to me what their thoughts and feelings are. I then will rewrite it.
So can you give us some info how it actually works?
Yeah, I was about to
when you write a book.
Okay, so I initially wrote it like it was more like because I was 11. I was writing it more like a screenplay, so it was just like dialogue, bit of that, blah blah. And then during I think COVID time, I then when I've got some free time, I'll just write about 1,000 words a day, which is a lot, but it's like, it's doable, right? Especially if like no one's grading you on it. You can just sit down, you can write 1,000 words a day. They might be terrible, they usually are, but you get through that.
Let's come back to the spelling later.
Yeah, exactly. And then after about, I'd say, a year of just solidly writing it every single day, then I got a proper like document. It was still just like a document, just a file on my computer. And then what I did was I sent it off to literature agents, publishers, I would say.
How do you go about that though?
Okay, so with that, you literally just go on Google, type in any publishers sci-fi publishers. This is a sci-fi book, so it's sci-fi publishers. And then you go on the list, you find if they take submissions, you then see what their policy is, then you write an email begging them basically to look at your book, and then hope that they do. Same with literature agents. So literature agents are, if like you can get a literature agent, and then if they like your work, they can then do the job of sending it off to different publishers.
I see.
So, but I just sent it to literature agents, publishers. I sent it to any person who would listen. I must have sent it to about 200-300 different publishers and literature agents. I mean, I'm still getting rejections from literature agents now. Like now the book's already published. Like,
excuse me,
over a year after the book deal was signed, I'm still getting literature agents going, "Oh yeah, sorry, you're not really for us." So yeah.
I have a question. How does a book deal work?
Okay,
so is it in terms of pricing? Is that involved? Or do you price the book?
No.
Or did the shop though?
No. I had no thing on the pricing. I think that was...
Really?
Yeah, not at all. Because I know that it's cheaper on ebook, if you want to get it on ebook. It's cheaper.
Where can they find it on ebook?
Kindle, Apple Books. Yeah. And it's a lot cheaper there if you don't want the physical. And I think it's just because the physical obviously is more expensive because you've got to produce a whole book. And then... so they kind of decide that based, I think, on length of the book. It's quite a long book, so it's not the cheapest book in the world if you do want the physical. But yeah,
that's crazy. I never knew that.
Yeah. So what they kind of do is they do a lot of getting it published for a start, getting it into all the bookshops, helping me like with the development of the book. So they go in, they put in their input. They say, we think that you could maybe make this part a bit longer. You could maybe add a bit more description here. You could we don't really like this part, maybe change this.
They give you feedback before you...
Yeah, absolutely, feedback, yeah. And then they'll also go through it and make their own changes and see if I like that. And it's kind of like a bit of a collaborative process once the book is... when I was dealing with the publishers. So yeah, I would speak to them. And then they obviously did the cover art. They did pretty much all the things which make that from a document on my computer into a real book that's available to buy. They do all the real stuff to make it into a real thing. Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Did they give you...
that's actually mad.
Feedback in terms of how many copies you sell, etc.
Yeah, I think they give it quarterly, so I haven't heard yet.
You haven't received it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
How long's the book been out in total?
It's been out since August. So
yeah, I thought so.
It's still fresh.
Yeah.
Still fresh,
yeah.
Do you think it's doing well?
Yeah, people who've read it seem to like it. Yeah, someone told me just the other day that they read a part of it and it made them cry. So like that's worth more than any sales or any money I can make from the book. Just hear that really
send you an email saying you upset me.
Taking the book back. That's actually crazy, isn't it?
Wow. Yeah, I love the caption on the back. In the war against time, some destinies are meant to collide.
Yeah.
Now, Jack Phoenix, the fictional character.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he goes on a quest.
Yeah. So he's a character whose parents died in mysterious circumstances when he was young, and he's working with a professor in order to develop a time machine to go back and save their lives. And then it kind of all spirals out of control from there.
Oh, so there's a twist.
Because you have to be careful with time travel. You do one thing wrong, and it could change the whole aspect of
where would you go if you could time travel anyway?
Where would I go?
Yeah.
Can I just say one? Because I have quite a few. I'll just say one. I'd probably go back to Tartaria.
Okay. Why?
the Tartarian Empire.
Yeah, why are you going back there?
Probably see what Alexander the Great's done.
Okay.
Probably offer him nicotine.
Yeah.
See how much more he can conquer.
Nice. What about you, Josh?
Probably back to yesterday.
Right.
I'm joking. Probably, I don't know, probably back to, not too far back, probably like the 70s or the 80s.
Yeah.
That just a bit before we was born.
Yeah, no,
right.
A fair bit of it does
I went
take
back
place
quite
in the
far.
70s.
See what it's like? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I sat there and thought about it.
A good fair bit of that does take place in the 70s.
I think that's quite exciting though, because when you read a book, you can sort of get the ideas of questions. It creates that creativity in the brain.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to give it a read.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to have to give it a read. But I don't want to read it now.
Right.
So what was it? So when you fully finished the book,
Yeah.
and then you thought, you know what, I'm going to send it out to publishers. What did you say? Literature agencies.
Yeah.
What was the feeling like when it was done?
Was
it like a...
So no, because with writing, I think that like when you write something, you're never fully done with it because
Of course, yeah, I know what you mean.
So like for example, like tomorrow I could write a book and it'd be the worst thing ever written, and that's what usually does happen. But then you go back and you read through it and you go, oh, this one part of it was quite good, the rest of it was terrible. I'm going to focus on that part. Write a bit more about that, add a bit more about that, and keep going over it. Like when you watch a film or something and you watch it and you go, oh, that part of it, why do they not do that? That would make it so much better. So you know how to make something which exists better. So my thing is just get the book done, smash out just something, and then spend most of the time going back through it, making sure that it is then actually enjoyable to read and actually good. So my thing was just keep rewriting it over and over again. So I was never really at a stage where I was like, I think it's ready or it's finished or it's complete. I kind of just went, I'm at a stage now where if I don't go to people now, then I'm just going to keep working on this till the day I die. Yeah,
I can imagine. But do you know what's weird though? Imagine sitting there writing a book for so long, and you know in your head you're enjoying it, but it's also a risk because you don't know how other people are going to take it when they read. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like, it's a bit of an odd one.
It's a really terrifying thing.
I can imagine, like, when you finish this one and it finally got published and all the finishing touches were done, you're probably thinking, oh my God, it's done. Like, what if, I mean, you shouldn't sit there.
What did you do? Did you smoke a cigar?
No, I don't know. I was just happy that it existed, that people now can see what's going on in my head that they could read.
Yeah, you're going to get study. You're going to be like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I hope it's not that bad.
What can you compare the book to in terms of, let's say, like a sci-fi movie?
So it does follow a lot of tropes in it, and like I've mentioned a lot of different films in it because the characters, I try to make it super like realistic in the sense of these are real how characters would actually behave, and so they are saying, oh, this is like Terminator, or this is like Back to the Future, or this is like Doctor Who. So
it's all like a combination.
I basically take the different standard cliche stuff that happens in sci-fi, and then I try and get to the human root of it. So I'd see so there's a character in there who wants to rule the world, the villain wants to rule the world, wants to dominate all people, turn everyone into mind-controlled zombies. But which is like a pretty standard thing in a lot of different films. Or books. And so the difference is that when I was writing it, when that's like not something relatable, but how do we make that story relatable to just anyone reading? And so I went with, that person might want to feel that way because they might not have friends, or they might feel lonely, or they might just want to be heard, or
kind of like real life situations almost.
Exactly. So I'm taking like real stuff and then plugging it into high sci-fi concepts.
It's almost like emotional depth. Kind of to the characters.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So the main thing of it is like fear. I mean, the first word of it is fear, and so every book that I'm writing has one focus on like a major theme, and then I'm just getting all the characters and giving them all like in this one a specific fear that I'm then exploring through the story. Like one person's afraid of everything, one person's not afraid of anything.
Can you give us a hint on what the next one?
So the next one, I can. The next one, this one's called Time Travel 101. The next one's called Time Travel 102. Yeah, there we go. 102. It's called the Cerebral War, and it's about sadness and depression. So number 2 is literally about I can reveal why I'm at the very beginning of number 2. So
exclusives here, guys. You heard it here first.
So in number 2, it starts off with a woman. She's about to commit suicide. She goes up to the top of her building and then jumps off and then falls in front of this person who is the protagonist from the first book, who has a time machine. So then he goes back and tries to save her life. Tries to go back and go through her life and try to make her go through and why she's feeling this way.
It's like a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
That literally rang me on to the next.
I wanted to jump the gun here.
Okay.
In this question. You said you have a 5-book sequel to this, right? After the 5-book sequel is done, is there a chance of maybe a movie?
That's literally
if someone offered me anything, I would absolutely take it.
Because there's a lot of sci-fi fans in the world. Yeah. I like sci-fi.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, if anyone offered me anything, if someone said I'll make a comic of it, yeah, of course, yeah, anything.
Could you make it a cartoon? Or no?
Again, anything. If I got offered anything tomorrow.
Have you ever tried to make something yourself though? After?
Yeah. So this is where it was. Where when I was 11, it started off as like a film script because I was like, well, I'm just gonna film it as like a thing with my friends, and then I was like, this would be way too expensive.
We have better technology now, you know. Power Rangers back in 2011 was pretty good for us. So I mean, everything's more advanced.
I mean, I've used the book as like a basis to make as an excuse to make a load of promotional videos, which I've been just sticking up on Instagram and just sticking in people's faces at any opportunity, which is just my original intention of just making little films about time travel. And so I've been using that as the excuse, but anything. I just love writing and any of this stuff. So I could happily. I say it's a 5-book deal. I could happily do a 20-book deal. I could do 100. I could just keep writing this series. I've tried writing other series. It doesn't come out.
What type of other series have you tried writing?
So I tried to write a book called Posh School, which was based on my experience being from me then going to a private school with like actual posh people, and then not fitting in and then feeling like ostracized from just that world. But that then didn't seem to really flow. I struggled with it, but the second book I've already written 137,000 words, and that was just in a year. They just
these words are flowing.
I've
had enough of people coming on here and saying achievements like they're nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? You're like the third person to be so nonchalant. Yeah, I just done 137 words. 137,000 words in a year, not 137.
It was stressful because now, as I've got a book contract, this isn't like a thing where I can go from the age of 11 and just keep writing it. Yeah. But the second book, I had a year deadline. It was like I had to.
What was that like?
Stressful. Yeah, real stressful. So, like the last 2 weeks before I had the deadline, I did about 40,000 words in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I really crushed it out.
Because so if you have like a year deadline, because obviously not to talk about Adrian Redmond's pod, because this is the Danny Gray pod today, you know what I mean? But Adrian also said the same thing, that you go back so much to change stuff and that. Yeah. But when you've got a deadline, imagine if you wrote so many words for a whole month and then you're like, no, I don't even like it. That's a whole month gone. Do you know what I mean?
Did that happen a lot?
I sent the book to them and I was like, I think this might be the worst thing I've ever written. But that's I think I think that's with everything you write, because whenever you write anything, you're comparing it to the best thing, the finished version of something else. So if you were writing a book for the first time, you'd compare it to books which already exist, which have already been written and rewritten over and over again until it got to a good state. But nothing you write the first time is ever really good. So it just gets it done.
You're basically like the new Stephen King.
Yeah, I love Stephen King. I mean, the thing is, though, he's extra annoying because have you seen the new film that's out, the Long Walk?
I haven't.
Okay, so that's based on a book that he wrote.
What's it on Netflix?
No, it's literally in the cinema.
What's it called? The Long Walk?
Yeah, The Long Walk.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a book that he wrote when he was 20 in a week. No, it was like 100,000 words. He just wrote it in a week. So
yeah, because he was an author before the movies.
Yeah.
So he basically did what you do.
Yeah.
That's why I asked the question. I jumped the gun with the question.
Yeah.
Listen, he wrote.
Cronin.
Yeah. Shout out Sean Cronin.
Yeah, my boy Danny.
He wrote all of these books when he was younger. And I think what was his first movie?
Well, his first book was Carrie.
Carrie.
Yeah, and I mean, he writes insanely. He'll write, but again, that's just, with him, it's just persistence.
Carrie only came out. The movie only came out a few years ago. No?
Well, that's the newer one. I think
the newer one. Yeah. So, I've seen Misery.
Yeah.
And I've read a bit of the book Misery. Yeah. It's terrible. Pet Cemetery. It.
No, so Stephen King, what he does is with he works with persistence. So he has written over 100 books, but the way he's done it is every day he'll wake up and then between 9 and 12, so just only 3 hours a day, he'll sit down, he will write, and then he'll get on with his day. So the only difference between Stephen King or me or just anyone who wants to write a book is you just need to sit down and just start typing. It probably won't be good. I mean, as Stephen King said in his book on writing, that he was usually knocked out on cocaine so much that blood would just be dripping from his nose onto the paper as he was writing, where he was just like chucking stuff out. Like, it's bad, but you just go back and you fix it.
A lot of people don't know that about him as well.
Yeah, you go back and you just fix it. That's all writing really is. Like, people say, I need to be in a certain headspace to be writing something. No, you don't. All you really need is you just need to just start. The second you're in front of a computer, then you get into that zone. You force yourself into it, and then you just write something terrible. So and then it gets better.
Have you ever written by hand?
Yeah, so if I'm like, get an idea and I just need to write it down, I'll start writing it. But yeah, I think what I wrote for most of the first and the second books are I liked writing in Costa or under a tree, just in a park, just somewhere nice.
That's similar to Adrian, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I was listening.
That's what you said at the beginning. You can relate.
But then I say that I've written like 1,000 words on a flight to Turkey after having like 3 hours of sleep. You can just write. Just
it's whatever comes to your head and when you're switched on, isn't it?
I mean, I say that, but that's like that. I still think that's an excuse. If you sit someone down and force them to write, after a couple hours, something will be written. Yeah. Whether or not it's good, whether or not it's bad, you can fix it later.
It's pressure. We just need to lock Daniel go into a room and get him to write a sequel.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what is kind of happening with me now. I've contracted to write 100,000 words every year.
That's cool.
It's just a lot of pressure.
Aside from the books, I heard you two talking outside, and you're studying.
Yeah.
To become
a doctor. A doctor. At the moment. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you're doing that all around this.
Yeah, that's even more pressure.
You're crazy.
That's double pressure. So I literally got into med school the same week that I got the publishing deal.
Oh, wow.
So it was a very, very stressful week for me.
Shout out, Dan.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to balance it. And not well is the answer of how I balance it.
Oh, but really?
Yeah. Like, it's not well. It's not
taking a toll on your mental.
Yeah. Of course. But like a lot of the stuff that I've been doing in medicine, I've been sticking to the book, obviously. Like,
and yourself.
Yeah, of course. True.
Medicine for yourself.
True. Yeah, it's not just for the book. But yeah, no, I stick all life experience in it. Like, before I was doing this, I was a teacher for 4 years. There's a character in there who's a teacher. I base a lot of, like, because there's a lot of science in there about the actual science of time travel in it.
So you was a science teacher?
Yes, I was a science teacher for about 3 or 4 years.
Chemistry, biology, all of it.
Chemistry, biology, physics, biology.
Is it? That's my worst.
I thought physics would be yours.
No,
physics. That was my favorite.
Physics is hard. I'll be honest. Physics.
I loved physics in school. It's good.
I like chemistry.
Yeah. So now I'll be teaching it to the kids. I wouldn't even fully understand it myself. Physics is proper hard.
What age kids were you teaching?
Between 11 and 18. So secondary school. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So then I did not like that. Because I mean, I didn't want to have to tell kids off. I don't like teachers, so I didn't want to be one of those old teachers who were just bullying kids. Like, I never.
Was you a cool teacher?
I was a bad teacher.
When did you come out of that job?
2024.
Oh, so recent.
Yeah. I literally stopped teaching and then went to medicine.
You started that job as a teacher quite young.
Yeah, so once I finished university, I then jumped straight into teaching. So I started teaching in 2019.
How old would you have been then?
22.
Yeah, that's young, isn't it?
That's young.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have been really.
Yeah, if I'm teaching, like 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, and I'm only 4 years older than them. Yeah, like so many times, so many times, like a parent would come in and they go, "Oh, are you a friend of my?" Yeah, I'm like, "No, I'm a teacher. Yeah, I'm a teacher."
Probably think you're all powers of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I did not get a lot of respect as a teacher.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so I came out of that, and then when I got to get out of that, I wasn't enjoying it at all. So then I became, so then I jumped into medicine, and that was mostly again because my dad like fell off a roof while I was teaching. He was in hospital, and then when I came to visit him one day, some guy in the bed next to him had like real severe dementia, didn't really know what was going on, and he turned to me and he just went, "Oh, doctor, what time is it?" So I told him the time, and I went, "Actually, being a doctor could be quite easy. I might give this a go." I might give this a go. Yeah, so I thought, well, I can do it. I know the time. I'm sorted. I'm halfway there.
Have you ever seen that guy since?
No.
Just a random guy.
Yeah, just some random guy. Yeah, but then I jumped into that.
He's not gonna remember it now, is he?
Yeah, true. You're dark. This guy's dark.
Yeah, but there's
My bad.
Fuck. But yeah, no, there's so then a lot of experience of doing medicine I've plugged into the book as well. Like the first time that like my first week as medicine, they took me into a room and it was full of just dead bodies. First time I'd seen a dead body before, and they would just like cut them open, do stuff like that. And I remember I fainted first time. I was
What? This is in the book or real life?
No. So this is real life.
Oh, what?
But I had to ask him twice. but then,
say that again. Rewind. Say what you
said. Yeah, you're a Jeffrey Dahmer.
So like first week of learning medicine, they took us to like a lab, and it was
a morgue.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, a morgue, and it was there were just these sheets over tables.
Bodies.
Exactly. But just we had to pull them apart like some horrible game show of just what their body have you got. And then they were just like, yeah, now dissect it. And so, I mean, yeah, I fainted, which I feel like wasn't that bad of a response. But everyone else was thinking like I was the strange one passing out. Because like, yeah, exactly, yeah. So then we had to cut them open. And
what did the lungs look like inside?
A lot of them are smokers. So they were quite black. Quite not the best, but yeah, like the first time you pull a person's brain out of their skull and hold it, that's a lot like that.
I'm starting to feel weird now. Stop.
There's a part in the book where someone's holding a brain, and so
you incorporated your experience into the book.
Of that. Yeah. Like a lot of the.
Did you eat any?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's a Dharma.
So a lot of like there is like a few bits where there's like graphic. There's a few graphic bits in there, and I did use my own like experience of cutting people open.
And that was the first week of med school.
That was the first week, yeah. Trial by fire.
I'm going to sign up to med school.
So that's what's that? They throw you in the deep end to see if you really like it, basically.
Absolutely. I remember a friend of mine when I told him that, he was like, "Oh, you nicked me an eyeball." What? No, I don't think that's no, you just pocket an eyeball.
That's crazy.
Can you perform a vasectomy?
That's crazy. And then after that week, how long have you been there now? You're in your second year?
Yeah. So I've been there a year. So now in about a week's time, I'm there sticking on the ward. So I'm going to be just like doing normal hospital stuff.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So you said you went uni before as well, didn't you?
Yeah. So I did. First time I went uni, I did drama. Because I had no idea what I wanted to do, so I chose drama, and it turns out I was really bad at that. Because I was so nervous going in and performing in front of people. But we would have our lessons on like 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, so I would go in at 8 a.m. and drink like a full bottle of vodka before I went in. And so what it turned out, I was because I was nervous, so I would go in, and it turned out I was good at acting pissed. But not good at actually acting any kind of...
Are you pissed now?
No. I'm right today. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
On drama, obviously graduated.
No. I literally, about midway through the first year went, yeah, I'm terrible at this. This is not good. So I then went, I'll do biology.
Yeah.
And then after that I did teaching, and then obviously medicine. So yeah, done a bit of everything.
How long is a medicine course for?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
And you're in your second year.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So my last book will come out basically the same time I graduate.
Wait, so
it's the whole time.
Get in the hospitals.
Yeah.
So to become a doctor, do you have to do like a science and then medicine?
No. People who are on my course, like some of them did philosophy. So you can, you can literally do anything. Yeah.
Oh no! Why did I think it was like you'd have to do
like an entry?
Yeah, or not even an entry. Like you'd have to do some type of science and then a master's.
No. Literally, this is just you can just jump in as long as like they like you and you have like some
grades.
kind of
yeah. Makes sense. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still baffled at the first week.
Yeah, first
you
week.
should have documented all of this on
you should have just
video.
vlogged it.
We'll see. But obviously,
you should have vlogged it.
Obviously, but that's the thing.
Can you imagine if we helped him Twitch stream all of this?
Stream it.
It would have gone off. Don't forget to follow the Twitch stream.
Yeah, no, they don't let you any phones in because obviously it's obviously dead bodies, but he's got to respect them.
That's my nan on that vlog.
That's my neighbour.
That's my neighbour. Yeah, that's crazy. But you're enjoying it though?
Yeah. I mean, I would enjoy it a lot more if I also didn't have to write a book.
Of course.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
And in terms of becoming a doctor, is there certain steps up from, say, doctor or different segments of each doctor?
So yeah, once I graduate, then it's 2 years of being a foundation doctor.
Okay.
And then after that, you can spend like another 3 years to become a GP. Or you can do like a specialty like children's doctor or surgeon. But
would you like to become a surgeon?
No, I mean, in fact, I passed out after trying to cut open that body. Yeah, no, I'd be terrible at that.
Yeah, but you're going to have to go back and do something like that again.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, every week they sent me back and I had to keep just going through it. And by the end of it, I was slicing through ribs. I was fine. Really. Yeah, I was ripping a man's heart out of his chest. By the end of it, I was fine.
How big is the heart?
It's about that big. Yeah, it's like a fist. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What do the organs look like inside?
Well, they drained it of blood, so it does kind of look like how you imagine if you've seen like
in school where they have the plastic things.
Yeah. It's a lot like that. Yeah.
God, now I sound like the Dharma.
Yeah, and he made it sound worse because he's like, if you've seen it.
Yeah. I tried to dodge away from that. Yeah, if you've seen it on websites,
I just see dead bodies on normal.
No, we're going to be on the horror channel.
Yeah, if you go on the dark web, I'll give you some websites. Yeah, you'll find them. Yeah.
I've got to go home with him tonight.
Set up a blog on the dark web and be like, this is what I dissected today. I started with the liver and went down to the intestines. So how long is the intestines?
Yeah,
this is fucked, but I'm actually really intrigued.
No, it's actually mad interesting.
Because they say that it's the size of a football pitch.
So that's like if you were to stretch it out and actually like pull the intestines out. I mean,
so could you do tug of war with it?
Yeah, it's just like a tube. It's just like a big old tube that goes from the stomach to the anus. Yeah, and so I mean, but it's like covered in everything's kind of covered. Yeah, in load of fat.
What does the fat look like?
Yellow. Yellow. Kind of yellow. Like
damn, I need to get mine off. Ugh.
Yeah, it's the grossest thing when you're having to. First
do you touch it with gloves on as well?
Yeah, first thing in the morning when you're having to scrape away all the fat.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Go on, give me a go.
You're not making me feel ill.
Can you get mine off?
It's horrible. Yeah, so I used a lot of that descriptions in the book, especially the smell. The smell is something
I can imagine.
Forget, yeah, it's like an artificial smell which they fill the body.
I can imagine. Yeah. What about the veins?
It's hot.
Are they still there? And I heard the hair still grows.
So it's not the hair grows, it's that the skin kind of shrivels because it's not getting any.
And the hair basically comes out.
Yeah. So it's like it comes out. Sorry, Josh.
That is jank, man. But yeah, you were saying, Jess asked you about practitioner GP. What would be
your field?
Your GP, I think.
GP,
Yeah. Stay away from the dead.
They're the ones who sit behind the desk, the GPs.
Yeah. You know when you got a problem, you just go you talk to someone, they tell you what's wrong with you.
You're like
basic,
yeah.
Easy one.
Like a talk to Frank.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk
Give
to Dan.
An example, yeah.
Talk to Dan.
Yeah.
Read my book.
Yeah.
This will make you feel better.
No, honestly, there's a lot of
gory in it.
Yeah, there are parts which are quite gory.
Is there an age restriction on this book?
I'd say there's not like any kind of sex or anything like that, but there's a bit of gore. There's a bit of gore in there, yeah. Yeah, but it's certainly not like a children's book. I'll put it that way.
I want to look back in the next decade, the next 10 years. I want you to do a movie.
I would love to do a movie.
I want you to get like a sponsor or funding or something. Because I do like sci-fi. Yeah. I'm a bit of a sci-fi fan.
I mean, if you go through it, like it is like I put it in chunks. Like each book has 8 parts in it, which I structure like a TV series. So it is basically like perfect for a 8-episode TV series.
You need to make that happen, guys.
Movie makers, lock in.
Literally.
Lock into Dan. Lock into Time Travel 101.
100%.
Yeah.
Also, I was gonna say, I didn't even ask you from the beginning. You said before that you always had a book in your hand.
Yeah.
When you was younger. Yeah. So I remember. What is your favourite book you've ever read?
Favourite book I've ever read? It is Stephen King.
Yeah.
And it's 11/22/63, which is another time travel book.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, so a guy goes back in time to stop JFK, you know, John F. Kennedy from getting assassinated. But when he goes there, he ends up falling in love and kind of getting distracted from his mission.
Oh, I hate him.
That sounds quite funny.
He should have stopped the assassination.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to say what happens in the book, but
the world would have been a better place.
Yeah, but maybe he does, and maybe that's not what. Maybe the world doesn't end up better.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, I'm spoiling now.
What? Where is it in this book?
No, that's Stephen King. Yeah, I'm not spoiling
again. 11/22/63.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Is it a movie?
So they made a TV series with James Franco.
That's recent.
Oh yeah, they have. Yeah.
That's probably what I've seen.
Yeah,
instead of the book.
Oh, that's what it's about.
Daniel said the name of it.
I need you to message me that.
Yeah,
because I want to watch that.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
I saw like an intro of it. It came out early this year, end of last year.
Oh no, it came out 2018. It came out a while back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping.
Okay.
Probably all the stuff you were telling me. To be honest with you. But yeah, no, I'm gonna look into that. What do you think of the drink?
Oh, but what was it called? Glug. Yeah. No, I as you can hear from that is empty. I had one earlier, chugged that down. It was really nice. It was delicious.
It's great. Yeah. It's literally 100%. And they have like quite a few flavors now, but it's great.
Yeah, no, I fully endorse Glug.
It's our new sponsor. We should do a collab.
Literally. Time travel Glug.
Yeah, Glug. What's the discount code they can find it on? So allow above 20.
Yeah, allow above 20 for 20% discount. You can find the drink Glug on glug.com. You can also find it on Amazon.
I finished mine.
You can probably find it in wholesalers as well, but that's where they provide it to, is wholesalers.
Well, you get a discount if you use allow above 20.
Exactly.
And what have we got? We've got like... He's got an empty.
Yeah,
empty.
I mean, all the code is in my book, Love Glug.
Yeah, literally, it's in there. It's in the book.
So, what was your favourite childhood book?
I think Captain Underpants.
Yeah. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it.
Mine was Megan Mogg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I still love those
Megan
books.
Mogg.
Yeah, with the witches.
Oh yeah.
You know about
She's on the broomstick on the front cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the animated looking one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it the skeleton bones?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What it's called?
Funny Bones, was it?
Maybe. Yeah. I was thinking the Lovely Bones.
Oh that's a very different book.
It's kind of like maybe like your book, right?
No, my book is not bad. Do you like? I remember you used to read. What was it? Horrid Henry.
This guy's got a good memory, man. What? Do you see me, Danny? Tell Jess how much bang up I did in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Being grounded.
Yeah. Always.
Was he starred up?
Shout out to my mum, but she grounded me too much.
You're starred up in the show.
I didn't really have a choice. All I had was the Horrid Henry books. The Horrid Henry books. And I knew Danny was going to say Captain Underpants because when I got grounded once, he gave me loads of them to read.
That's a good friend.
Yeah, that is. He contributed. He switched the books up for me. So I remember. That's why I wanted to ask.
If you locked in, you could have become an author too.
I could have. Do you know what's funny? I don't know if you noticed on the...
He's really good at writing as well.
I'm really good at writing, and I do enjoy it.
Yeah. So it's either the only difference between me and you is I've sat down to do it. Or I mean, if you just force yourself to do it, you'll write something. It you won't like it. You'll go, this is terrible.
I don't even think I'd need to force myself.
I'm quite good at discipline, so I can discipline.
Yeah, all you got to do is you just got to... I mean, I'll be honest, sitting down to write a book is less effort than going out to go to the gym or like even going to work. Just sit down, start typing, and then like a couple hours later you go, oh, I've written something. It's probably not very good, but then you read through it and you go, oh no, it's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. And then you just silence that voice in your head that's going, this is terrible. No one wants to read this that you were saying earlier, but voice is always going to be there. That's just going to say,
let me ask you a question.
You're the worst writer ever.
I have one question actually. What advice would you give to prospering authors?
So if someone's one of those people who says,
for the audience, some of our viewers might be potential authors.
Yeah, if you're one of these people who say, oh, I've always wanted to write a book, just sit down and start writing it. Just write 1,000 words, and then you go, oh, okay, I like this part, I don't like this part. Then you start writing another 1,000, and then another 1,000, and then before you know it, you've got a whole book. Just make sure that you don't stop midway through, or you don't let that voice in your head that's saying, this is terrible, why are you doing this, no one wants to read this is awful. Don't let that voice win, because I still have that voice now. No matter how many books you've written, that voice will always be there.
We have a 5-sequel published author, Daniel Goy.
Exactly. Exactly. That voice is always going to be there saying you're bad. Just ignore that voice, keep writing something, and then just fix it later. Just keep going over it and fix it.
I love
that. That actually rolled me onto my question off of the back of Jess's one. In your opinion, what is the hardest type of book to write? Whether it be non-fiction, fiction, whether it be autobiographies, whether it be this. In your opinion.
So that's what so for my third book, which I'm starting right now, is what I'm trying to tackle, because I think it's romance, to write like a love story.
Really?
Because I think I have never been able to write that without it being cringy. So I'm now trying to force that, because when you write that, or if imagine trying to write like a sex scene in a book, and you'd go, how exactly? You're laughing because you're going, how cringe would that be?
Like 50 Shades of Grey.
Exactly. There are books with sex scenes in them. So
I'll be quite good at that. I'm joking.
So that's what I'm like trying to tackle with my third book.
You might just get hard.
Do you think that's a confidence type of thing, though?
Partly, but I need to get over that thing where I'm like, writing about love is cringy. Like in this book, there's maybe like the slightest hint of romance, but it's not a romantic book. There's no romance in it.
Because see, if I ever was to write a book, I would want to write a book about my life.
Okay.
Like a non-fiction book.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I asked the question, because obviously that's a fiction book, right? So I was thinking, is it harder to write a fiction than it is non-fiction? Is it opposite way round? Like, that's what I just asked, basically.
Yeah, so I mean, with an autobiography, I feel like you obviously are the only person who could write an autobiography about you. So you've got that going for you, and there's obviously nothing, you can only be right in doing it because you're writing about yourself.
Yeah.
But that is then where you're writing it and you're going, oh, this is like revealing too much of myself, and you might get embarrassed by what you're writing. That's another thing that you need to just silence and keep writing it. Yeah. So it is like about how willing you are to open up about your own life, I think, with an autobiography.
Yeah, of course. How many words is like an average book nowadays that is out there selling?
So a book is considered a novel if it's over 50,000. So the first Harry Potter is about 80,000.
Wow, okay. It don't seem like a lot of words.
No, really.
It is a lot of words.
It's really not. It just, if you sit down and write 1,000, and then write 1,000 the next day, you've written 2,000. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. And then you keep just writing more and more.
Dan, with your
that's super interesting.
Officially a publisher.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider writing children books?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, I would.
You worked in a school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
And you've got a degree in science.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd write like a textbook. That seemed a bit boring,
not a textbook,
but like a children's book.
Where you can incorporate the science.
Yeah,
I mean, there's already a bit of science in this.
Yeah, so I have
make it more readable.
So I have written because my mum was one of those people who was like, I've always wanted to write a book. I've always wanted to, and she always used to tell me this story when I was little. So what I did for Christmas a few years ago was I just started doing the illustrations and then writing the book, and then got that like as a little printed book up, and then gave it to her. as like a gift. It was called Lefty the Lonely Wellington Boot. And so that I feel like,
I remember that.
Yeah. It was like I managed to get that done in a few months. So I definitely have.
I think you should do it.
Yeah. I mean, I've written like one basically.
And what was the actual story your mum used to tell you?
It was about this little Wellington boot, but was like it's only one because it was lost the right boot, and it was like trying to find a new purpose.
Or trying to find the other boot.
Why do I remember? I think I remember your mum saying that before, you know, because it rings a bell.
Do you have a question to ask him before we go?
Oh yeah, before we wrap up. What? I'll ask. Do you want to tell them to do the words of wisdom first, or shall I ask the question? Or vice versa?
Okay.
Give us some words of wisdom.
Words of wisdom
to the audience.
Okay,
to the audience.
Leave a message
to everybody watching.
Okay.
To us. Inspire us. Daniel,
first of all,
please.
First of all, go and purchase the book.
Yeah. Purchase the book. That's my word. Purchase the book. Read the book. Buy the book. You can buy the book from Amazon, Waterstone, anywhere that sells book. Or if you see me on the street, just go over to me and I'll probably just hand you one. I'm usually carrying a few.
How many do you carry at a time?
I usually carry about one or two, so just if anyone wants one.
That's good.
So one, buy the book, and then two, I feel like it's cliched because all your guests pretty much say it, but if you do want to strive for something, if you do have, like, for example, in my case, a book that you want to write, you've really got to just force yourself to do it. You've just got to do it. Well, whatever it is. If you want to become a boxer, like most of you might,
it's true. It's true. Even though everyone does say it's like cliche, it's facts at the end. It's true, isn't it? So
if you
just lock in,
you have to.
You'll get it done.
Don't be one of those people who are like, when they're 80, I always wanted to do this, but I just couldn't be bothered.
Yeah, that's true.
Just do it. What's the worst that could happen? You write a bad book. Yeah, I mean, you're then someone who's going to go, I've written a book. You know?
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Yeah.
There's no point regretting things, isn't it?
No,
like when you're 80, like you said, you're sitting there dwelling on it, like, I should have done that.
Yeah, which again is another theme which is explored in the book.
Exactly. Oh, is it?
Yeah. About regrets, and
Well, let me find this question.
We have a question from the last guest.
Okay.
It's
every guest we get on, we get them to ask the next guest a question.
What guest was this? Would have been from Adrian, isn't it?
Oh, is it Adrian? I know this one. Then is this the bear versus gorilla?
Yeah, and he said with exclamation mark, it has to be a tactical breakdown. So obviously, I'm going to send it to him as well.
Yeah, no, because I was listening to one and I was thinking, oh no, I'm the next guest. I need to know this. I need to be sure. So it's bear 100% though. I'm starting with bear.
Bear against
a gorilla. Because I know that there's that thing going around now where it's like a gorilla versus 100 men.
But 100 men would devour the gorilla.
What do you think about that? Not to come off to... Don't worry, Adrian, we're going to get the answer.
I feel like the gorilla's going to kill a lot of them men. I'm not saying the gorilla's not going to kill a good few men. But...
The gorilla will die.
You really think?
Be devoured.
I don't...
100 men.
I need to know more about the men. Do the men have weapons? Do they have any kind of...
It doesn't have to be about that. Like, humans are here today.
But is this like in a zoo where a gorilla's got out and these people aren't expecting it? Or
it depends on the atmosphere.
Yeah. Because
environment, sorry.
Yeah, if you were like on a train and suddenly there's a gorilla there, I think that gorilla's killing 100 people easily. Because people are just on their commute to work. They're not expecting a gorilla. Yeah.
So what do you think about the bear?
But the bear,
just before we end,
but the bear is 100% beating a gorilla. 1,000 men versus a bear. That bear win. That bear will beat anything and everything.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Have you seen a bear?
Deadly, bro.
A bear.
Yeah, true.
No, I mean you're saying that because we're both saying it, but I feel like you're thinking of a gorilla, aren't you?
What?
Nah. I'm just trying to calculate in my head that I'm thinking about should we just go buy a bear and a gorilla and just live by it.
I'm with Dan. The bear will. The bear will.
Got to, innit?
Yeah.
Dan,
if a gorilla has nicked a bear's honey, game over for that gorilla.
True.
Lace the gorilla in honey.
Yeah.
Dan, what question would you like to ask our next guest?
Bear in mind, we ain't going to tell you who it is.
Okay.
Could be anybody.
Okay, it's got to be simple. It's got to be, if you could time travel to anywhere, where would you go and why?
If you could
love that
time travel to anywhere, where would it be and why? Perfect.
Nice.
That's amazing.
Just to wrap it up there, thank you for Daniel Goy coming
you.
down with Time Travel 101. Make sure to like,
Get the
comment,
book.
share,
Waterstones.
subscribe.
Get your mum to get you the book.
You heard them both.
Or your dad.
You heard them both. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll leave all the links where you can find Time Travel 101. We'll leave all of Danny's.
It'll be a great book to get for a Christmas gift as well. We've got Christmas coming.
Yeah, or birthday, or buy free.
Facts. Thank you for coming on, Danny. I appreciate you, my boy.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yes.
Don't forget to get your glog as well.
Buy glog. Yeah, best thing to do when you're reading my book is have a nice glug.
Have a nice glug.
Have a nice glug.
Heard it here first.